everyone. This is the time of year that you're going to start taking a lot of photos, right? Well, today we're going to show you how to look your best in all of them. Shelley GoodStein is a 49-year-old cover girl, model, and author of the book Face This, Real Advice from Real Models. There's the book right there. But she is here now, and she is going to help us. Good to see you.
Nice to see you always.
Well, congratulations, 49.
I know, I had one of those birthdays. It's not the big one.
You're like, I don't feel 49. You don't look 49.
Thank you. I'm fighting it every step of the way. But I think that we were talking, there's a blur of aging.
It is. It is. These days it's different. You take a picture of yourself every year on your birthday. You have one here. Why do you do that?
Well, I think it's important to mark time, and you know, this is the youngest you're ever going to be is today, right?
That's true.
So you want to look back, and I get asked a lot of times for advice on how to take pictures. I think the older you get, the more people think you know. I like to think it's because...
Well, but you have more experience. You've been modeling a long time, and so you've picked up on a lot of different things. So, I mean, as a model, I know posing is a big deal. So tell me about posing and what we should know.
Sure, and you can see on this photo, you probably are saying to yourself, oh, I got that skinny arm on the hip trick down, right? But still, a lot of people aren't doing it right. And the reason it's so overused on the red carpet is because it does fantastic things for us. It makes our waist look small, it gives us curves, it makes our legs look longer. And the real cheat to this isn't the arm on the hip.
So what is it? Because I'm like waiting now, because I do it all the time.
Right, well, you might look a little creepy if you're doing it in every photo, but the secret, the real cheat is the space between the arm and the light that comes through. That's what's giving you that illusion. So you can just pull your, bend your elbow, pull your arm back, your shoulder down, or hold something that will give you the same effect.
Okay, because otherwise, look, like this, you look so much better like this. Although they call me a chicken when I do the two-arm one.
Oh, you could never look like a chicken.
So they do that. So that can make a difference. Now, what about hands?
Right.
Because I'm always like this. So is there a certain way that you can stand, you know, that's better?
Your hands are important, the placement, and we have some shots to show too.
Okay,
but you wanna make sure that you're keeping your hands loose, and you don't want them clumped together, and you definitely don't want them facing forward because your hands will look
awkward?
Really big. Yeah. So, and then also you want to kind of, there we go. See, the girls are doing everything perfectly, but this girl in the middle, you can see her hands look kind of big, and it's because she's got them.
They're in front.
Yeah, and models never show the back of their hands because they're larger. So you always want to try to show the sides of your hands and keep your fingers kind of apart. Halle Berry does this pose. Here she is. She's got this in perfection.
Signature pose. Oh, and she does the double arm too.
She does, and look at what it does to her waist. So you want to be careful. This is where people get it wrong, is they put their arm too far down on their leg, and what you're really trying to highlight is that small waist. So that's like a little cheat to get your leg look longer.
All right, that is the way to do it.
Yes.
A lot of celebrities have these signature poses too. Should we kind of get one ourselves?
Yes. So Taylor Swift, her signature pose is this cross the leg.
Oh, she does. Oh my gosh,
she
it's
does,
so funny
right?
looking at it in pictures.
And you know, they have these go-to poses because in a moment's notice they want to look flawless, and they know this works for them. But you got to practice it in the mirror, or you could just look like you're peeing your pants. You know?
Yeah, I gotta go. Why is this flattering?
Well, for certain body types, this will make your hips look smaller and your legs look like you have them for days. Yeah. And then Paris Hilton is also another celebrity that has a go-to pose. She does this angle
sway back
and a very overly arched back. Yeah, and angles are really important.
But doesn't that look a little awkward to me? I mean, that's Paris Hilton, but I mean, if I'm gonna take a picture and I'm with my friends and I'm like way back, isn't that gonna look awkward?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
so don't do this.
It works for her, but the angles are important because, you know, when you take a picture, it's a 2D version of a 3D image. Okay. So what happens is
angles are important.
Yeah, the lens of the camera will flatten you out and make you look bigger. So you want to be angling yourself, and then if you can twist towards the camera, you get a instantly smaller waist.
Okay.
And then you gotta look for those angles.
Okay. Now I want to know about group shots before we go, because a lot of people, you know, you want to stand out in a group shot. What do you need to do?
Okay, so, well, here's a perfect example. The girl with the blue and gold dress, she looks a little bit like a giant because whatever's closest to the camera looks the biggest. So in this particular situation, I mean, she's She's a beautiful girl. I don't think she's much bigger than her friends, but if she would have just stepped back a little bit or maybe used her friend to hide a little bit of herself, she would have liked this photo a little bit better. And you know, as the night went on, she figured that one out. She covered a little bit too much of herself. But
yeah, because I'm like, you don't want to hide. She looks great.
But you can see she's not that big. But here's the girl that's crouching down. I do want to point this out. No space between her right arm there. And what happens is you squash it against your body. It's going to look bigger.
It's going to make your arm look bigger.
And women always complain.
We hate it.
Yes, they always complain.
All right. Well, great advice. And I know you have more in the book, too. Again, the book is called Everybody. It's right on your screen now. Face this. Real advice from real models. To find out more, all you have to do is go to facethis.me. I love it. Great advice.
Thank you.
We're all going to look great for our holiday photos.
Yep.